to learn the functions in QBasic. So first of all, the definition of the function. So what do you mean by function? So function is a set of instructions or you can say program, small program to perform a specific task. It will perform a specific task. So it is a small program, or you can say it is a program which is used to perform the specific task, and it returns a value, or you can say output. So the definition of the function is a set of program, or you can say small program, or you can say a set of instructions or code which is used to perform the specific task, and it will return a value. So types of the function, there are two types. If you are talking about the types of function, so there are two types of function. Number one, that is called library function, and number two, that is called user defined function. So there are two types of function. Number one, that is called library, and number two, that is called user defined. So what is library function? The next question is, what is library function? So library function is a small program which can perform the specific task, because that is a function. The function definition goes here. But they are the built-in program. The important point is they are built-in programs. It means that you are not allowed to create, or no need to create this one, or you can say predefined program. Predefined programs means they are already set in the QBasic, and just you have to use them. So library functions are the predefined programs, or built-in programs, or inbuilt programs which can perform the specific task and returns a value. And the next one, that is called user defined function. If you are talking about the user defined function, so user defined functions are those functions which is define, create, or coded by user. So all the type of small programs which are defined, coded, or created by the user or programmer, they are called the user defined function. So what is the use of these functions? Why we are talking about use of functions? What the function can do? For example, suppose there is an available function by which you can calculate the square root of a number. So square root of a number. To calculate the square root of a number, there is inbuilt function that is called sqr. Okay, so what will happen? To find out the square root, no need to create the program. If in your software or in your program you have to calculate the square root, you can use directly this function, and this function can calculate the square root of a number many times. If you are just using one time this function, it will calculate the square root of a number one time. If you are using this square root function inside a loop, so it will count the different numbers square root. So a function is reusable. You can use anywhere in your program, and no need to define the code. Just you have to use sqr function to calculate the square root of a number. So in same way, there are other programs, there are other functions by which you can calculate something, and you can use easily in your program. So this is the use of a function. Function can be used within a program according to your requirement, and it can perform the same task. Means It can perform the specific task and give you the specific result. So this is about the function. And in normal way, if you are talking about the types of the function, each function, either it is a library function or it is a user defined function, they are of two types. One is numeric and second one is string. They are according to data type. So what data type the function can return? According to that, the functions can be defined into two types, numeric function and string function. If a function returns numeric output, or a function returns the numerical result, then that type of function is called numeric function. And if a function returns the string output, or the function which returns the string data or string output, or the output in the form of string, they are called string functions. The another important point is that numeric functions operates means manipulate the numeric data only. They manipulate numeric data and they returns the output in numbers. On the other hand, string functions operates on string values. They operates or they manipulate string value or string data and returns the output in the string form. So numeric functions accept the numeric data and calculate numeric calculation and returns the numeric output. On the other hand, string functions manipulates the string data and returns the output in the string form. So this is the basic concept about the types of the function, about library function, defined function, user defined function, according to data type, numeric function and string function, and what it can calculate, what type of calculation it can do, and what type of output or what kind of return value it produces. The functions are of numeric and string. Okay, so let's move to the next topic, and that is about string. We are discussing today string library functions. So string library functions, our topic is string library functions. So in the string library function, just you have to remember that they operates string data, okay, string data, and returns a string value, or the output is in the string form. So the first function or example of library string functions, that is left dollar function. So what is left dollar function? The another rule for string library function, that at the end of the function there is dollar sign. So you can see dollar sign at the end of the function. So it means that the function is of string type. This is the little information about the string library functions. A string library functions operates the string data or variable and returns the value in the string, and the function is ended with the dollar sign. So the first example, that is left dollar. So what the left dollar can do, it manipulates the string data and returns what it will return. What is the output of the function? Returns specific number of characters from the left side. Characters from left side of string data. It means that when you are using left dollar function, it returns or extract the specific number of characters from the left side of the string data. So syntax is, if you are writing syntax, left dollar and string variable or data, string variable or string value, comma n. Here string data is inside the quotes. Always you have to write string data inside the quotes, or if you are using string variables, then string variable is having $sign. And n is number of characters you want to print, and represent number of characters, how many characters you want to display from the left side of the given string data. If you're talking about the example, so just remember that that is the string value and that is a numeric value. This must be in the number, and that must be in the string form. You cannot use number over here or numeric variable over here. So for the example, suppose I have a string variable $, where Nepal is written. Okay, the string variable has a value Nepal, and I want to print left dollar of $, 3. So first of all, you have to specify the character's position. So in Nepal, N is present in first position, E is present in second position, P is present in third position, A is present in fourth position, and L is present in fifth position. So this is used to specify how many characters you have to print it. It means that output is of 3 characters. But 3 characters from where? 3 characters from the left side. So left side, but from the left side 3 characters means like this. So the output of the program is NEP. You always count from this is the output. The output of the program is NEP because it will count from the left side. How many characters? 3 characters. So 3 characters are NEP. So the output of the program is NEP. So always remember, it will count the characters or start counting from the left side. And how many characters it is used to count? This number is used to specify. This number is used to specify how many characters to print. For another example, suppose if $, is equal to, suppose, India. $, is equal to India. And I want to print by using left dollar of $, 5. So from the left side, 5 characters are printed. So this is the first character, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So from the left side, 5 characters are printed. It means that the output of the program is 5 characters from the left side. It means INDIA is the output. So this is all about the left dollar function. Now move to the right dollar function. But before we are going to move to the right dollar function, we can, the another important point about the function, we can store the return value of function in a variable. How to store the return value of a function in a variable? So how to store the return value of a function in a variable? So I'm taking the same example. If I want to store the return value of left dollar function in a variable, then what I have to do? So $, is equal to Nepal as it is, and in place of print statement I have to use a string variable. Suppose $, is equal to left dollar of $, 3. Okay, so here you can see the return value of this function is NEP, that is of string type, and that is of string type. So that's why this variable is also of string type. So the variable must be of same data type, string type, because the return value of the function is of string type. Now I can print L dollar and NEP is going to be printed. So what thing you have to remember? You have to remember that to store the return value of the function, the data type of variable and return value must be same. This is the important point. How to store the return value of the function in a variable. When you are storing the return value of this function in a variable, so the variable's data type and the return value data type must be same. The return value of this function is of string type, so that's why we are using here a string variable. So that is the way how to store the output or return value of a function in a variable. Now next topic, and the next topic is next function, and the next function is write dollar. If you are talking about write dollar, so write dollar function, that is also of a string type of function. So it will return a specific number of characters from right side of a string or string variable. The syntax is write dollar and string variable or string data I am writing, comma n. The syntax is same, the way of using this function is same. The only difference is that it is used to print the specific characters from the right side. So it will print from the right side, so that's why the write dollar is there. For example, if I'm using $A is equal to Nepal, okay, and I want to print write dollar, I'm using write dollar of $A, comma 3. So here you can see that we are using write dollar, so we cannot start from the left side. We can start from the right side. So from right side you can count the character 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. From right side you have to count. And how many characters from the right side? 3 characters. So 1, 2, 3 means this one. This is the output. So the output of this program is PAL. From the right side 3 characters means PAL is the output. In the same way, if you want to store it in a separate variable, you can use a separate variable. $R is equal to write dollar of $A, comma 3, and now you can print the value of $R. So $R also store the 3 characters from the right side, that is PAL. Okay, so the only difference between left dollar and right dollar is that left dollar will count from the left side and the right dollar will count from the right side. For another example, if I am taking another example, suppose $C is equal to suppose school, SCHOOL. Okay, I am using write dollar of $C, comma suppose 4, and I am using over here print. So from the right side 4 characters. So you can count from the right side, first character, second character, third character and fourth character. This is 5th character, this is 6th character. But from the right side 4th character means this one. So the output of this program is HOOL. Or you can store the return value of the function in a separate variable. Suppose $R is equal to write dollar of $C, comma 4, and then you have to print $R and it will give you the same output. Here you are storing the return value of the function. The return value of this function is going to store in this variable. Both The return value is of string type, so that's why string variable is used over here. So this is string variable, string, and that is the output of this function is also type of string. So string output is going to be storing string variable. So that is the important point about the how to store the return value. Now we have to move to the next function, and the next function is called $. Function. If you have next function is called $. So $. Function is the unique function which is used to return, or the output of this function return any character or a specific number of characters from not left side, not right side, from any position. So a specific number of characters, not any characters. Any characters means a specific number of characters from any position of a string value or string data. So this is the main rule of $. Function. It is used to print or extract any character from any position. So the syntax of $. is quite different here. If you are using $, then use $, and string variable or string data as it is. I'm using string data, comma. Here you have to write a variable from where you have to start, and here you have to write the how many characters you want to print, n. So here s is equal to start position or from where you want to print the characters, and n is equal to number of characters, how many characters you want to print, that is fixed by n. So with this logic we can print any character from any position. For example, suppose $A is equal to Nepal. You can see I'm taking same example, and I'm using here print statement with the $. I'm not using right dollar or left dollar. $A, comma, here you have to specify two position. The start position suppose 2, and the how many character position is suppose 3. So this is called S and this is called N. So what you have to do, you have to make from the left side. It will not work from the right side. So make the position from the left side, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So start position is 2, means from here it will start, from N it will start. And how many characters? 3 characters, means from here you can count 3 characters, 1, 2 and 3. So the output of this program is E, P, A. This is the output, because E is placed in the second position. E is present in the second position, you can see. So it will start from the second position, and total number of characters are 3. You can see 3 characters are there. So you move from the left to right. When it will say 4 characters, then you can go 4 characters ahead, including that as 1. And if you want to store it in a separate variable, then the method is same. Take a string variable and then you can store the value of this function, and you can print that variable that is of string type, because the output is of string of this function, and you can get the same output. So you can see we are printing the characters from the middle, not from the left side, not from the right side. The middle characters can be printed with the help of $. Very easily. Another example, if I will take as a Kathmandu. Suppose Kathmandu. Okay. And the positions are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 characters are here. I want to print this much. I want to print A, B, H and M. I want to print ATHM. So what I have to do, I'm using print statement with the $. And the string variable, comma, the start position. So you can say A is present in the second position. Start position is 2. Then count how many characters. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. You can say that it will start from the second position, and there are total number of characters, there are 4. So here you have to write 2 comma 4. If you are writing 2 comma 4, so your required output is going to be printed. So don't go and count from the right side. The mid dollar will count from the left side, likewise in left dollar. I hope that this video will help you to understand left dollar, right dollar and mid dollar. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel so that you will get more videos related with the QBasic. Thank you very much.